Get the ha sha edino ha sha ha sha get the.
Hello everyone and welcome back to another depth-saving episode. For this one, with the new Kindred Edict weapon, I managed to make what is pretty much a one-to-one Hornet cosplay. This build is really fun to play with, so if you'd like it for yourself, it's available right now on discord.gg/deepsaviors. Also, if you'd like to see more videos like this one, make sure to like and subscribe. Don't forget that on mobile, you can hype the video as well. With the intro out of the way, okay, since I saw that you guys really like the off-script commentaries on the fights, we're doing this one again. As you can see right now, I was fighting a Holo KQ guy. Holo KQ, for those that don't know, are very well-known depth gankers, and because it was like, what, 3 AM, 4 AM in the morning, I actually managed to get some ones. But more on that later, because holy hell, this guy was getting absolutely pieced. Let's not mind the shadow grab move. That's impossible to parry. Like, if you've played the game once, you know that is fake, it's unparryable. But the best part about the weapon, and the thing that actually made me want to make this cosplay, is the aerial crit. Because if you aerial crit and actually manage to land it, guess what happens? You can actually pogo jump off of their heads, and once you land the crit, no matter whether it's the standing one or the aerial one, the crit cooldown instantly resets, so you can infinitely pogo off of their heads, which is simply amazing. So yeah, this is the whole gimmick behind this build. You pogo once off of their head, and then with the mantle of enmity, boom, you heal as well, because this build goes for critical engine. And for those that haven't played the game in a while, critical engine is a talent that lets you put deep gems on your crit. So yeah, bloodless gem on crit, bloodless gem on mantle, bloodless gem on ether brush, and you will be healing. Only downside though is, of course, because it's a Hornet cosplay. Yeah, it's not a Transformers cosplay or anything. If I ate one of those guys Eclipse Kick, I would be down like 2 bars or 3 bars. I'm not even joking. This build is seriously squishy. If I right there would have lagged out and ate the Eclipse Kick, my god, I would have instantly wiped. I'm not even joking. One tap. But yeah, I was just playing really carefully. As you can see, I was trying to land my heals with the ether barrage, and right after the ether barrage lands, because it's impossible to parry, you can only block it. Also, double event read, we all saw that it was intentional. So after they waste their parry, trying to parry ether barrage, boom, you pop on their head with a crit, and you simply try to pogo and pogo and pogo. Again, very dangerous Eclipse Kick. I cannot stress this enough. If one of those Eclipse Kicks would have landed straight to fragments. But again, ether barrage abuse, then try and land as many crits as possible. Another thing about the weapon is that it doesn't do damage. Also, I was scared shitless for that Eclipse Kick. But the guy started running and running. I mean, at this point, I wasn't sure if he was just trying to run and save his life, or trying to run from the mobs. But as we see here, a couple of more ones, and with some chip damage and playing carefully, the guy is dead. He said I 5 barred. Who is that guy? Who's calling him mutt? But yeah, it was like actual GG's. I had a fun fight. I had to play really carefully, and this is why the build only works for once, because yeah, top 10 smartest Eclipse Kick users. But GG's, it was a good find nonetheless. Now, for the second clip in the roster, as you can see, there was a guy chasing another guy. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue. I have zero clue who that guy was. But he was clearly not fighting back. He was just running around. And I decided to help him because I recognized the guild name of the Chores of Agonies, and the other guy, they were screaming in VC asking for help, like. So yeah, I just asked for ones, not because I just want to run respectful ones, because clearly the Chores of Agonies, depth ganker, I don't have that much respect for him. The only reason I asked for ones was to not get friendly fired by the other guy right there, because again, 1m1, boom, half of my health gone. I mean, you can't really complain that much about this. Also, W bell pop, I barely even touched him. Guys, you saw how much damage this build does, right? Instead of avoiding, they decided to fight back for some reason. And as you can see there, pogo, and then mantle of enmity, and then revenge. Guys, I'm gonna be honest, this build is mad fun, like mad fun. the combo potential you have on this. Just because the critical resets every time you land it. Here I accidentally blocked the crit, so I had to roll back as well because for some reason it doesn't cancel. Again, even more combos. Like, how much can this guy just eat? Like, combo after combo after combo after combo. I just kept clip farming at this point. And with a simple Ether Barrage, he was as good as dead. Even though it's a squishy build, the amount of damage this build does is absolutely insane.
Guys, subscribe to the video, subscribe, yes.
Now for the next clip in the roster, I'm going to be completely honest, I was dying of laughter while fighting this guy, because for those that don't know, Aika is the biggest Dips ganking guild right now. So catching this officer alone at like 3 or 4 a.m. in Dips without them being able to flood on me with like 7 or 8 people, I was finally seeing what they're capable of in once. And as you can see, this was a solid, what, 30-second clip. Like, what is going on? I actually felt so bad for this guy. I was thinking maybe he was lagging or something, so I just let him go. I let him go, bro. So going straight into the next clip, these guys are Azure Knights. They do have some reports on Freshie ganking, so I simply asked them for a simple 1v1. If they would have wanted to log, it was their choice, but they didn't log, so I respect it. I gave them fair ones. Also, I have no clue what this guy was talking about, like, I'm a Freshie. Brother, your M1 does like 10% to me. What are we talking about? Like, I'm a Freshie? No, you're not. You're a liar. That's what you are. You're on Jet Striker. You're maxed out. You're eating my armor on every single M1. But yeah, he was complaining about the combos. I don't blame him. I don't blame him. So yet another GG. Post editing Zako, I did not grab this guy. Maybe he really was a Freshie. And here, for my very last clip of this video, I was fighting Ketchup on Pasta. For those that don't know, these guys in Ketchup on Pasta, although the name again sounds funny, like La Boo Boo Ties, Ketchup on Pasta and whatnot, this guild is mostly composed of top 250s, top 50s, top 10s, something like that. It's only the most competitive players. And the worst part, the absolute worst part that completely destroyed me, not only was this guy on Crib Blade, this motherfucker was on Crib Blade Black Flame, meaning it's time to shit in our hands and clap because my mantras were unusable. On every single M1, my ether would go from like 90% to boop, 0 instantly. No mix-ups, no anything. At least on heavy, you can throw an uppercut, so something, a crit. On this build, the crit is pretty much as same as an M1. The uppercut has the same swing speed of an M1. Like, what am I supposed to do? What am I supposed to do, bro? Remember when I told you the build is squishy? I counted, I ate 1 meteor, 1 M1, I'm down a bar. Huh? But I still kept trying. The dark blades were really annoying but pretty easy to dodge. My ascension, top 10 worst ascensions known to mankind, by the way. And of course, since these guys are Chime Demons, it automatically means that they have infinite posture. They can block every single one of my M1s without a care in the world. But if I try to block their M1s or anything like that, so yeah, I had to play really carefully. Usually what I like to do with this build is go in, play aggressive, land my togos, because that was the whole gimmick. But on this one, no gimmicks could be landed. You are not landing gimmicks on top Chime players, okay? You will play by their rules. You will respect their paints and everything, because if you don't, this is what happens. You start eating a flourish while they have meteor activated and you lose 2 bars. You just lose 2 bars. Here I was thinking like, oh my days, am I really about to void myself? But I managed to climb up. Another really annoying thing, they threw chains out, then they fainted shoulder bash and the chains landed like, what am I watching? Again, meteors, boom, I lost another bar and it was GG's for me. It was rough. Hornet is not built for Crib Blade Black Flames top 10 Chime Demon. Bro, get me out of here, get me out. But nonetheless, this was a really fun build to play with. So if you'd like the build for yourself, again, it's available on discord.gg/deepsaviors. If you'd like to see more videos like this, make sure to like and subscribe. And also, thank you so much everyone, because we just hit 25k subs. There is going to be a 25k special, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget that on mobile, you can hype the video as well. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.